We need to talk about all this Bitcoin FUD. Can you smell it?
The answer is yes, I do.
And as the Bitcoin price is coming down, bouncing from key support, the chart is printing some very interesting signals that we need to be paying attention to right now. So make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell for notifications because we are bringing you the most timely and the juiciest Bitcoin updates here on YouTube. As we know, the Bitcoin price has been trading in the sideways range, forming what is potentially a very bearish head and shoulders pattern with a target of around $23,000. However, as we come down to the low of the range, this is where we really need to be paying attention because the low of a range is where we should be looking for a bounce. Remember what your grandfather told you when you first told him that you were getting into trading. Oh, you're getting into investing, huh? Son, let me tell you a thing or two about investing. Investing's easy. All you gotta do is buy low and sell high. Even you can do it. Now, Grandpa was right, and a sideways range is what is going to determine for us what is objectively high and what is objectively low within the context of the market. So as we come down to the green box, we need to be looking, are there any bullish signs on the chart right now? Now, as we take a look at the chart on some of the lower time frames, as the Bitcoin price is coming down into our green box, market Cipher B right now is getting higher momentum waves and higher money flow as the price continues to get lower, giving us the very bullish Sam Bankman-Fried bullish man boot pattern. Whereas the price is getting lower, Sam Bankman-Fried's man breasts are actually getting higher. We can see his chest money flow is getting higher. His green tattooed nipples are getting higher as the price is getting lower. So we need to be telling ourselves, even though price keeps getting lower and lower and lower, we are seeing some bullish signs here. So what do we need to look for? Are we going to get a bounce from this zone? Well, for me, this is what I want to see. Now, because of these bullish signs, we did take the long trade from the exact bottom in the Casper Crew VIP Discord because we were ready and waiting for this exact level to take the long trade if we got those certain confirmations, which we absolutely did get. However, I am open to more downside, and I do have other levels as long as we stay in the green box where I will be looking to take another long trade. And by the way, if you want to join the Casper Crew VIP Discord, where every single day we do 3 live streams, we are live giving our trade setups, giving our levels. It's not a signals group, but it's a great educational group. This is the scalp we took yesterday during New York Open for a very, very juicy bounce. If you want to join, you can go to the website, jasoncaspertrading.com. Go ahead and click the link to join the VIP Discord. But if you want to learn how to trade the way we trade, guys, check out the 25% discount on both trading courses. This will give you the knowledge and the skills you need to become a confident, profitable trader because it will give you a complete blueprint to doing this correctly instead of just gambling away all your money. Also, if you want to take advantage of the volatility of these markets and trade along with us, I highly recommend MEXC, my new favorite exchange. You will not find a better deal on fees out there. 0% limit order fees, 33% off market order fees, up to a $9,000 deposit bonus if you sign up using the link in the pinned comment or the description. My other favorite exchange, guys, is Bitget. Both of these exchanges, now that we can no longer trade on ByBit in the US, are my go-to exchanges. So if you know what you're doing and you're looking for a great exchange, I highly recommend these two. Links in the description and the pinned comment. For me right now, it's very, very important that if price is going to come lower and dip further into the box, that we are continuing to see the bullish divergences right here on market Cipher B. That means I want to see a very deep momentum wave, which we already have right here. This is the 2-hour chart, and then a shallower momentum wave as the price dips lower into the box, giving us the very juicy uneven butt cheek pattern right here. Now, we are being primed, as you can see, to potentially continue to see money flow come up here on the 2-hour as we get another dip below into the box with the bullish divergence on market Cipher B, which in my opinion will allow me to enter into another long trade and or hold some of the long trades that we are already in, the setups that we gave in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. But this green box is so important because as long as we don't lose this low, again, over here from March 27th, we're still potentially making bullish market structure over the long term, right? As long as we're actually not making a lower low than this, we still have the potential to get another move to the upside. However, if we do put in a lower low and we actually come down below $26,500, that actually opens up the door for much more downside. And I do believe we will see a breakdown of this massive head and shoulders pattern, in which then we can look for a retest, right? Once we break down and put in a lower low, we can look for a retest to then eventually hit our target down here at the $23,000 level. So this really is the make it or break it level, and we know exactly what we want to see if we are going to get more movement to the upside. So this is the make it or break it zone, guys. Of course, I'm looking for longs here when we get those bullish divergences, but I'm more than willing to hold these short trades that we've been giving in the Casper Crew all the way down to zero. Now, guys, I'm a huge proponent of being as self-sufficient as possible. I believe as times get crazier, it behooves us to produce as much of our our own things as we possibly can. So here's something that I do every single day to become more and more self-sufficient. But we have to have our priorities in order, right? What's more important, having the perfect garden or having a garden that's actually producing food for you? And in my opinion, I'd rather just go and plant food in the dirt, because guess what? God made it so that if you put a seed in the ground, it grows. One of the issues you're going to come across if you just till a brand new patch of dirt and start planting in it is weeds. And it's very important the first year that you're doing this that you are diligent with your weeding, because if you are not, those weeds can turn into giant monsters that will not only take over your garden this year, they'll come back even worse next year. All right, y'all, I'm out here on the homestead. And this garden behind me, this is the first year I've ever planted in this garden. This last year was just a whole bunch of grass. And a lot of people will talk to you about the benefits of no-till and all this kind of stuff, and I totally agree. If you can go no-till, it's definitely the way to go. But we have to have our priorities in order, right? What's more important, having the perfect garden or having a garden that's actually producing food for you? And in my opinion, I'd rather just go and plant food in the dirt, because guess what? God made it so that if you put a seed in the ground, it grows. One of the issues you're going to come across if you just till a brand new patch of dirt and start planting in it is weeds. And it's very important the first year that you're doing this that you are diligent with your weeding, because if you are not, those weeds can turn into giant monsters that will not only take over your garden this year, they'll come back even worse next year. Here's a great example. See this little guy? It looks pretty benign, right? Wrong. This will actually turn into a giant vine, and it will take over and it will propagate in this entire patch. So you got to take it out when it's small. And when you take it out when it's small, it's not going to get any bigger. And you know what? This reminds me of a principle that applies to everything in life. If you have a habit, if you have a practice, if you have a mindset that keeps you from achieving the things that you want to achieve, if it keeps you from being fruitful, you need to pull that thing out by the root when it's small, because if it gets too big, there's going to be no hope and you're going to be trapped forever and you're never going to get rid of that. That's it for today's video. I do pray everybody watching and listening is very blessed in the name of Jesus, Yeshua the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are very blessed, and I'll see everybody in the next video. Peace.